What's up, tech heads and gamers? It's your boy A to the C to the E. Welcome to the channel where we respect the tech and we salute the gamers and we say, come on, let's get right into it. So today I'm going to be comparing the Fossil Gen 4 Q Explorist watch to the Samsung Galaxy watch. Now this is running Android Wear OS. No, I'll take that. It's running Wear OS 2.0. They changed the name. It's kind of annoying and frustrating, but it's running Wear OS 2.0 and this is running Tizen. Okay, so I'm just going to compare these two. You can use these two smartwatch with Android devices. So I feel like this would be a good comparison. Every year I try to compare Wear OS versus Tizen to see what's different, to see which one is better. So we're just going to take a look at the design. These I would say are the two like sexiest smartwatches for each category. So we're going to take a look at the design with what you're getting. So let's just take a minute, put the Gear watch down first and look at the Fossil Gen 4 Q Explorer. So as you can see, again, all metal build with this design. This is one of the sexiest smartwatch that you can see. I really like the way this looks. Look at the crafting all over the edges of this. All metal, came with a metal band as well. Easy to get scratched, as you guys can see there. The screen is beautiful. It's not edge to edge, but I feel like it definitely has some really good screen real estate. The color is better, not better. The color is good, as you guys can see. It's not as sharp as the Samsung Galaxy watch, but it's pretty cool. Again, it's running Android, so Wear OS if you want to call it that. So it has all of Google app. It has the Play Store in here. It has Find My Phone on here. It has Google Pay in here. It has Hangouts on here, Keep Notes, Google Maps, Nest, and all that stuff. So again, play music, play books. So again, if you're a Googler, if you use a lot of Google apps, then this definitely does a good job running the Google application for sure. So we looked at the build, we looked at the screen. So let's compare it to the Gear. Samsung, not Gear, they changed the name again. They keep changing names. But this is called the Galaxy Watch now. As you can see, the build, it's all metal. It comes with, instead of the wheel here with the Fossil, this comes with a rotating bezel is what they call it. So this is a way for you to just navigate through the different applications and your notifications. All metal build is set from this band. So you guys can see it's a rubber band, which kind of kills the premium feel for this. This is worth $340. That's how much it cost at Best Buy. I paid for it, and this was $279. So I feel like for $350 they should have put like metal band with this. But anyway, that's just my personal opinion. So again, this is running Tizen, and I'll get to the OS in a bit, comparing both of them, but I just want you guys to get a look at what the hardware looks like. Both of them have a heart rate monitor at the back, but I feel like this is a more cheaper build than the Fossil Gen 4 Q Explorer. So let's talk about operating system next. All right, so again, this is running Wear OS. So to navigate through Wear OS, pretty much if you scroll to the left, you have what is your Google Now here. It has all your information, your workout. Pretty much it's like Bixby. It's Google Assistant. You guys know what it is, so you can just tap this button to talk to it. I just updated this device, so it might act a little wonky. So to change watch faces, you just hold the screen and then you can navigate to whichever watch face you want. Okay, so if you scroll all the way to the right, you have your Google Fit, keeps just trackage of your fitness and all that stuff. You scroll up, you have your notifications. You can see, your notifications and all that fun jazz, which is cool. And then if you swipe down, you have your setting menu and all that stuff. Shows you what's connected, your battery life and all that. So if you push this button, the scroll wheel button here, it takes you to your application. So we have your Google Play Store, and all that fun jazz as well. And then just like the Samsung Gear, Samsung Galaxy Watch, you can map these two buttons and you can use it to put like different apps. I open Google Fit with it, and then I can open anything. I didn't even program that, but yeah, you can program both of them. So just to give you guys a look at some of the apps in the Play Store, so you guys can get a better understanding of what kind of apps you can get on here as well. So let's go to recommended. Actually, let's go to essential for Wear OS. You can see some of the apps they have here: Bring, Google Keep, Google Music, Uber, phone call. So just to give you guys a heads up, this smartwatch does not have a speaker, so you can't actually make phone calls. It has a microphone, so you can like navigate Google Assistant, but if you want to like do calls on this, you cannot, because it does not have speakers. So that's Wear OS. Okay, let's take a look at Tizen. So this is what Tizen looks like. Again, instead of the scroll wheel, you have the rotate and bezels, and you can to me, I feel like it's just a lot of steps. I know you can like limit it, but look how many. By the way, like I said in my review, I love the scroll wheel. At first, I didn't like it. I thought it was clunky, but the more I played with it, oh my gosh, this is a thing of beauty. Like, it feels so good. I just find myself just doing that. They both have the pay options. This has, again, because it's run Tizen, it's not running Google or Android or Wear OS, you have to use all of Samsung apps, and that is, and I'll get to that in a bit. But yeah, they both have a payment option. You can use Samsung Pay on here, you can use Google Pay on the Wear OS with the Fossil. So again, let's just use the scroll wheel, see what's going on. So I hope you guys get a just better feel on how this navigates, right? You can see notifications, press down, see more stuff. Personally, I don't know how I feel about this. Scroll down, you can bring the settings. I'm sorry, I'm like zooming in. If you scroll down, you can bring the settings just like Google Wear OS, and yeah, so you just add pretty much to I don't know how I feel about this. I'm trying to, as I'm using it, reviewing it, I'm like, yeah. But yeah, you just scroll and then you see things. You can add different widgets. You can create reminders. So people tend to like this though. This is the back button, by the way, and you can customize this button as well. So stress, add workout, music player, and you can add a widget here. Add different things, calendar, contacts, internet, theme. So if this is your thing, some people tend to really enjoy this and like this, but I don't know how I feel about it, honestly speaking. World clock. So that's that. If you hold it, you can change your watch faces. Personally, I don't like a lot of the watch faces on here, so I just keep to the default one. Okay. So, and then let me show you the apps real quick so you guys can get a better idea of what apps you can get from here. So again, I'm sorry I didn't show you guys this. If you push this button, it brings you to all the apps that you have on here, kind of like with the Fossil Gen 4 Explorist watch. Okay, so you have your different categories. So that's a low. Let's go to the top apps then, since categories pain to open. Alright, so you have Spotify, again, navigation, Spotwatch, and what I think is interesting is that this smartwatch does not come with like a timer app in here. You actually have to download the timer app, which is kind of interesting, because you would think like a smartwatch will have those apps installed in it, but it doesn't. So these are some of the apps here. So again, just want to give you guys a rundown with the different OS and just show you guys what it looks like running the both of them. So now I compared the look compare the OS, I'm just going to talk about my likes and my dislikes about these two bad boys, okay? So, and at the end, I'll let you guys know which one I preferred. If you guys know me, you would probably guess by now which one. So again, so my likes with this Wear OS in general is I'm a Googler. I use a lot of Google applications. So the fact that with this you get all of that, you get Google Maps, Google Keeps, you get Nest. I have Nest heavily installed in my house, cameras, alarm, security, all that stuff. So I can use Nest thermostat. I can use Nest on this. This is a third-party Nest app, but doesn't work as good as on here. Again, Google apps here, non-Google apps here. With this one, if you are a Samsung Knight, if you use a lot of Samsung apps like the phone, the messenger, the email client, then you have nothing to worry about. I know some people, including my wife, when she gets her Samsung phone, she does not mess with anything. She just leaves it the way it is. She uses the messenger, she uses the photo, she uses everything. If that's you, then kudos to you. This is for you, because everything that you use on your phone just syncs beautifully on here and works really well on here. But me, I like to tinker with my stuff. My Note 8 does not look like anyone's regular Note 8. It actually looks more of like a Google Pixel than the Note 8. So again, I use Google product and apps heavy. So I prefer this over this. So when it comes to battery life, hands down, by far, by sure, this has a better battery life. So at the end of the day, I have like 20% left with the Fossil Gen 4 Q Explorist watch. I can go 3 to 4 days with the Samsung watch without having to charge it. So that is simply awesome. The fact that this trounces the Wear OS when it comes to battery life. When it comes to price, this is ridiculously expensive. I paid $340 for it, where this I paid $279. So this is a lot more cheaper than this. And I don't know why Samsung price. I don't feel like this watch justifies being this expensive. Really, I feel like this does just as much as this does. It's a lot cheaper. So price-wise, I definitely give it to this. And then when it comes to durability, I've had to return. I want to show y'all my password. I've had to return the smartwatch twice since I got it. I have not returned this one at all yet. So I feel like the Galaxy Watch is more durable. The biggest thing that I dislike about the Fossil Wear OS. Actually, I wouldn't say it's Wear OS. It's just for this Fossil watch, because some other Wear OS watches has built-in speakers. This does not. So it's kind of a bummer, because when you want to take calls, you can't take phone calls with this. You can still use Google Assistant, but you cannot make phone calls because it doesn't have a built-in speaker for the Fossil Gen 4 Q Explorers. All right, fellas. I hope that give you guys a better idea of comparing Tizen OS versus Wear OS, the Fossil Gen 4 Q Explorers versus the Galaxy Watch. Personally, this is my baby. I love Wear OS, and you guys know that in this channel. I love smartwatches, but I feel like this meets my need. I've played with the Apple Watch. If you want to, I don't know what's called. I don't know if it's called the iWatch or Apple Watch. I think the Apple Watch is hands down better than the smartwatch. But when it comes to Android, I still feel like this Wear OS is king compared to Tizen, because with Tizen you're missing a lot of Google applications, where with Wear OS you have all of them. That's my selling point when it comes to why I prefer this over the Galaxy Watch. The fact that this has a lot of Google apps and the Samsung does not. But also, Google is revamping the Wear OS. For instance, this is Wear OS 2.0. As you can see, it's a new interface compared to how it previously was. They bring in the Snapdragon 3100 smartwatch shipped to their newer model smartwatches, so that's going to be interesting. Should have better battery life. Sorry, I'm stuttering. And Google's also working on another software update to help improve with the battery life for Wear OS devices. So Google definitely has a lot of things planned for this platform, so it's pretty cool to see, knowing that they're not just gonna abandon it. So I'm really excited about that. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Let me know which one you guys are rocking. Let me know if you think this comparison was good. Let me know if it helped you guys. Alright fellas, thank you for watching. Appreciate you guys. Till next time, respect, salute.